Hello, fifth grade. I'm going to do some lesson 59 today. It's mainly going to be an activity, and we're going to do that tomorrow through a video. But I'm going to set you up and just give you the background of today since we haven't talked about any of this yet. I did ask you to find some pictures for me, or just a picture for me, and post that by Friday in the Google Classroom. And last time I looked, there was about 7 of you who did. It was great. I love seeing some more examples about the things that we've been learning about. Today in our packets, you need a highlighter. We're going to start on page 7. And today it's going to be called Classifying Rocks. And there are headings on the chart: types of rock, how it is formed, and some examples. There are 3 types of rock. They are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic, and that's what you are looking at as you listen to me. This is my picture. This isn't a Nancy Larson picture. Go ahead and highlight the names of the 3 types of rock. So we're going to highlight igneous, that's how you say it, sedimentary, and metamorphic. And like I said, we have an activity to do, and we'll do that tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and read how igneous rocks are formed. It's formed when magma from the mantle and crust cools. Some rocks form below the Earth's surface, and others form above ground when magma is ejected during volcanic eruptions. And I have said this in class before. Magma is the name when it's under the ground. Lava is the name when it shoots out into the air. And so igneous rock is formed when magma from the mantle and crust cools. So igneous rock is going to form when that lava is spit out and it cools. And so we have some examples. Where did they put? We have some examples of granite, basalt, and pumice. I have 2 of those over here in my little chart. There's granite. You've also held granite when we did the activities with the scales. Okay, you can see how it has all these kinds of colors to it. There's some pink, some gray, some white, and so on. I really wish that we were together because I have samples for you to hold and to look at, but we'll just have to go with pictures in my videos. Pumice is something that has holes in it. Those aren't black dots, but they're holes, like a sponge would, except that this is a rock, so it's all hard. Sometimes pumice will be used to scrape our dead skin off of feet, or if we have rough elbows or knees or any kind of rough skin that we have, they sell a pumice stone so that you can rub-a-dub-dub all your hard spots on your elbows or feet or something like that. And you may not have these things as a kid, but I know adults, they can have some tough skin on the bottoms of their feet and their feet, and so they'll use this pumice rock. So that's kind of cool how God makes that. Well, God made the minerals and everything. So there's granite and there's pumice, as it shows. And then the sedimentary rocks. Go ahead and follow. It says they're formed when deposited sediment is compressed, compacted, and cemented together. We've got the 3 C's: compressed, compacted, and cemented. And so sediments are little bits of things. It could be bits of rock. It could be sand. It could be bits of leaves that were decomposing. It could be bits of shells. It could be bits of animal bones. The word sediment is just something very small, almost like the size of a crumb. Okay, when we say small, we mean that small. It's not going to be microscopic, but it's going to be small. We are going to highlight what I just read there. Here we go, highlighting. Sediment is compressed, compacted, and cemented together. So most of the sentence, not all of it. We're highlighting sediment is compressed, compacted, and cemented together. Most fossils, as we were learning about the other day, fossils are in sedimentary rocks. And so after we highlight, we're going to write in there, most fossils are found here. So after highlighting, we're going to use our pencils and write, most fossils are found here. Some examples of the sedimentary rock are sandstone, limestone, and shale. And I have all of those on my screen. Sandstone, that's what I brought back from Israel, or when I went to that place called Petra, and it was red and it was starting to crumble. I think I had it in a napkin to show you. That's sandstone. Limestone, we talked about limestone when we were talking about caves, and about how the limestone, the acid, it wears away the rock. So limestone is very common, especially in construction. And shale, you might see shale in your backyard. In our Pittsburgh neighborhoods, shale can also often be something that remains from building around in this area. I found pieces of shale in my backyard before, and it cracks very easily, like with a shovel or something like that. So sometimes you might have that in your backyards. Now to go to metamorphic, follow along. It says, formed when existing rock is pushed deep within the Earth's crust, where heat and pressure change it to a different type of rock. So this one's going to be from rock through pressure. It's been pushed deep within the Earth's crust, and the heat and the pressure have changed it to be a different type of rock. So as you look at the three, igneous is from magma cooling. Sedimentary is from a whole bunch of different sediments, being the 3 C's: compressed, compacted, and cemented. And you can imagine what kind of pressure it must take to push all the sediments together and make a chunk of rock, as you guys like to hear me say. And then metamorphic is going to be that the rock has already been there, it's existing rock, and it's pushed deep within the crust. And through heat and pressure, it changes to be this metamorphic rock. To metamorph is to change, and change into something new. Like with butterflies, we have like the chrysalis and things like that. It's metamorphosis, meaning that it's going to change through time. So we can have a metamorphic type of rock as well. So let's highlight the 3 words, heat and pressure. Let's highlight heat and pressure. Examples are going to be something called quartzite, marble, and slate. And I too have those here. Marble, it has some pink, white, some gray streaks through that. Slate kind of reminds me of the shale, but it goes through a different process. So it's slate. And then the other one they talk about is quartzite. And look at the layers that quartzite has. You can just see how the layers have been pushed down to the core, or not the core, the crust. Same with marble. We don't really see the layers too much. We see the layers on top of one another. If you guys really like rocks, I'm not much of a rock person. This really isn't my favorite type of science, but I think it is kind of cool. Go ahead and search up some more examples of these rocks. I'm going to be showing you them tomorrow, and we're going to fill out a chart. But there are some examples of that. That's all we're going to do today. We're going to do the activity and stuff tomorrow, but I just wanted to kick you off here with some information so that we're all smart for tomorrow. We've got 3 types of rocks. This is lesson 59. And we're not doing any work yet. We're going to do some work tomorrow. But remember that you're finding me a picture. So enjoy the video. Go ahead and do some more searching on your own if you really like the topic of rocks. Go find more examples of these 3 types. And happy learning, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.